Hello, a wonderful day to you. This is Denmin British Montessori Academy online. We are very happy to have you around. Today, we are going to talk about something very interesting. Yes, money. Everybody use money. I use money. You use money. Money is what we use to buy things. So first, let's talk about the money that we have in Nigeria. Of course, the currency we use in Nigeria is the naira. Now, we have some denomination in there. The first, let me have my hands. Oh no, that's sorry. I need my hand, not writing. Okay, first let me clean that off. Okay, so let me have my hands. Okay, good. Sorry about that. So the first we have is the coin series. Okay, we have the 50 kobo coin. Okay, we have the 1 naira coin, and we have the 2 naira coin. But sadly, these coins are no more in use. But let me ask you a question. Have you ever go to the market or anywhere to buy anything with any of these coins I mentioned? The 50 kobo coin, the 1 naira coin, the 2 naira coin? No. Probably you may have not seen them real life, because if you go to bank, if you go to the market, if you go to the shopping mall, anywhere, you will not see any one of these coins. Now, why is it like that? It's because prices of things are too high that there is nothing that you can buy with this coin. Yes, the smallest thing that you are going to see to buy around will cost you 10 naira. And for you even if you gather these coins to make 10 naira, nobody will collect them from you because they are no longer in use. But one thing I will tell you is that these coins are approved, part of the approved money that we are supposed to use. Do you still remember why I say we no more use them? Because of what economy call inflation. Prices of things are too high that there's nothing you can buy with them. But interestingly, in other developed countries like the United Kingdom, the USA, and other European countries, coins are being used, and they are beautiful. You know, they look nice in the hands. But here, we're going to use them because inflation, price of things are too high. But whichever way, because they are approved for us to use, we're going to learn about them. Now, let's look at the 50 kobo coin. The front part of the 50 kobo coin, you can see the 50 kobo there, and you see this is a maize tree. That is, you can see the corn in there. And the back of the coin, you always see Federal Republic of Nigeria, coat of arms, and then the year in which it is being minted or is being produced in the central bank. The same thing with the naira coin, and you also see the same thing in the 2 naira coin. Look at the back of it. Federal Republic of Nigeria, the coat of arms. You see the coat of arms, and then the year 2006 in which it's being minted. That is in Central Bank of Nigeria. That is always at the back of the coin. So let's see the front of the coin. We've already talked about the front of the 50 kobo coin. The front of the naira coin is inscribed, you can see the one there, the 1 naira. You see the picture of Albert Macaulay. Is a well-known nationalist. You can see the year he was born 1864, and he died in 1946. Man, I don't think my grandfather was born at that time. Also, this is the 1 naira coin. So let's move on to the 2 naira coin. Here we have the 2 naira coin. Here in front of the 2 naira coin, oh, sorry about that. We're not going to talk about the back because we already talked about that. We already said that the back of the coin is always the same. Federal Republic of Nigeria, coat of arms, the year it was minted, Central Bank of Nigeria. So the front of the 2 naira coin is You see the drawing of the National Assembly is even written the National Assembly. Now, before we move on, there's something very interesting about the kobo and 1 naira that we need to learn. Now, we have, this is 1 naira coin. This is 1 naira coin. This is 50 kobo coin. Now, we have two 50 kobo coin inside 1 naira. Okay, let me say it again. We have two 50 kobo coin inside 1 naira. Why is it so? Because 100 kobo make 1 naira. Okay, so what that means is that if you buy something of 50 kobo, okay, and you give the person 1 naira, how much change will be given to you? 50 kobo change will be given to you, because just like we said, we have two 50 kobo coins inside 1 naira. Well, if you had had the opportunity to live at that time when coins were being used, maybe you buy sweet of 50 kobo value and you give the woman 1 naira coin, you say, "Madam, give me change." The change that the woman is supposed to give you is 50 kobo coin, because you're using one of the 50 kobo inside the 1 naira to buy the sweet. So it's going to give you 50 kobo as a change, because inside the 1 naira coin you have 250 kobo, because 100 kobo make 1 naira. Yeah, that's interesting. So we are done with the coin. Now we want to talk about the note. What's the difference between the coin and the note? The coins, they are made up of metals. For example, this one is made up of silver, while the round coat is made up of copper. But the note, they are made up of paper. Yes, like you see this 5 naira note, 10 naira note, 20 naira note, 50 naira note. They are made up of synthetic rubber, while this category are made up of fiber color. That's why you see this category, 100 naira note, 200, 500, and 1000. They last more, but all this one, they tear easily with rubber. Now let's talk about the 5 naira note. You know, the 5 naira note, just like what happened to the coins, also has happened to the 5 naira note. Do you still remember what I say happened to the coins? Yes, inflation. That means price of things are too high and there is nothing you can buy with them. Can you tell me anything you can buy with 5 naira? Don't waste your time. There is nothing you can buy with 5 naira. Even the smallest sweets or thereabout, a sachet water, you will not see to buy with 5 naira. But what you can do, if you have 2 5 naira, add them together to make 10 naira. Some may collect, but the trend that is happening is that some are not even collecting at all. So the denomination the lowest denomination we use is the 10 naira note, the 20, the 50, and thereabout. So one thing you will do for me is that you're gonna tell me, you're gonna describe the person that appear in the front of the note and at the back of the note. For example, right here in the 5 naira note, you will have Tafawa Balewa, I think the first Prime Minister or first President of Nigeria, Tafawa Balewa. So you pick up the 5 naira note. If you see one, the 10 naira note, check who or what is at the front and at the back. Write it out and snap it and send it to us on WhatsApp. Now, on that, welcome to the business of the day. The job we're going to do this morning, or this afternoon rather, is to convert from naira to kobo, then kobo to naira. Now, the first thing you need to know, let me have my hands, is, like we said, 100 kobo make 1 naira. Don't you ever forget that. And the next thing that you should not forget is that money is written in decimal places. To be specific, money is written in 2 decimal places. The O part represents the naira, while the decimal part represents the kobo. For example, let's take a look at this. We have here the whole part 15 naira, while the 15 part means 15 naira, while the decimal place part, that is after the point, 40 means 40 kobo. So what we have here is 15 naira 40 kobo. So we read it as 15 naira 40 kobo. Now, do you still remember that we said naira, money, a naira to be specific, or let's say money, is written in 2 decimal places? So let's count. We have 1, 2, yes, 2 decimal places. So in Nigeria, the first whole number part of it is naira, while the second part after the point is kobo. So what we have, just like we said, is 15 naira 40 kobo. So now we want to convert from naira to kobo. Naira is bigger than kobo. So when you are moving from naira, when you are converting from naira, which is bigger, to kobo, which is smaller, what you need to do is to multiply by 100. That multiply means times. So when you are moving from what is big, which is naira, when you are converting from naira, which is big, to kobo, which is smaller, you multiply by 100. So let's take this example. Convert 15 naira 40 kobo to kobo. Now let's look at the solution. Now remember we said this 4.40 is already kobo, so we are going to say 15 naira plus 40 kobo. So what we need to do is to convert this 15 naira to kobo. And remember what we say, when you are converting from naira to kobo, you multiply by 100. So we have 15 times 100 kobo plus 40 kobo, this 40 kobo, right? So when you are multiplying anything by 100, count the number of 0 in 100. How many 0 do we have? 1, 2. So you simply write a 15 and put down those 0. 1, 2. Okay? If Adebin here is 1000, here you would have put 1, 2, 3 zeros. Okay? But we have 100 here. 100 is 2 zeros, so we have 1, 2. Right? So we have 1500 kobo plus 40 kobo, the 40 kobo that was here at the beginning. So let's do the addition. Okay, let's do the addition. 0 plus 0 we have 0. 0 plus 4 we have 4. 5 plus nothing we have 5. 1 plus nothing we have 1. So therefore our answer is 1540 kobo. That is interesting, isn't it? Okay. Now, we want to convert from kobo back to naira. Okay. If we are to convert from kobo back to naira, we divide by 100, not times. When we are moving from kobo, which is lower, okay, to naira, which is bigger, we divide by 100. Don't forget. So let's look at example 2. Convert 352 kobo to naira. So meaning that we're going to divide by 100. Convert 1480 to kobo. So which means we're going to divide by 100. So let's okay. We want to go back so that we'll be able to enjoy the step-by-step of what actually has happened in the solving. Okay, right. So, solution 352 kobo. We want to convert it back to naira. Remember, we divide, since 100 kobo is equals to 1 naira, we divide 352 by 100. So let's go. Okay, 352 divided by 100. You see there, how many zeros do we have in 100? We have 1, 2. So we are going to move the point from here to the left. Okay, let's count. We are going to count 2 because 100 has 2 0. Okay, so we have the point to move from back of 2, that is 1, 2. Okay, is going to be here. Okay, because 100 has 2 0. So okay, let's see. Okay, that picture depicts, you see the point move from back of 2 to front of 2, 1, then 2. Okay, so that is it. It's equals to, you see 2, 1, 2. Okay, 1. Good. So you move the points to 2 decimal places. You see it. We move it 1, 2 in front of the 5 because we have 2 0 in 100. So this means 3 naira 52 kobo. So let's quickly go to our next question. We're going to convert 1,480 kobo down to naira. So the same thing, we're going to divide by 100. Okay. Remember, 100 has 2 zeros, so we are going to move 2 steps from here. So meaning that we're going to move from 0, 1, 8, 2. So the point will be in front of 8. And that's why we have 0. Okay, 0 is 1 step, 8 is 2 steps. So the point will be in front of 8. Then we have 14. So this means 14 naira. This means 14 naira 80 kobo. All right. So let's move on. Wow. Yeah, this is homework. The timeline for this homework is 7 days. Number 1, you're going to change the following to kobo. Remember, don't forget, if you are changing from naira, which is the bigger one, to kobo, you multiply by 100. But if you are changing from kobo, which is the smaller value, although it look big, but it's of smaller compared to naira. Naira is bigger than kobo. So if you are moving from kobo back to naira, you are simply going to divide by 100. I'm going to repeat this again, but this is your homework. Timeline is 7 days. Denmin British Montessori Academy, Breeding for Excellence. We love you. And up next, we're going to be talking about addition and subtraction of money. So go to YouTube, download this video, and watch it over and over again. In case you have any question, you see our number there. Just say, "Hi, Demi," and state your class. We're going to fix you to your class, and you will learn. For those of you that's already in the class, feel free to press the record button on WhatsApp and ask any question you want to ask. So that is it. We love you. Before I go, I want to lastly say, if you are converting from naira to kobo, as it is in this, what is required of you from naira to kobo, you are going to divide by you are going to multiply by 100. That is, you are going to times by 100. But for kobo to naira like this, as you are changing to naira from here, you are going to divide by 100. Don't forget. So that is just it. Thank you very much for joining us. We love you.